Hey guys, Shaman here, back with another featured live match replay with commentary by yours truly for Shadowverse Evolve English. Really excited to do another one of these. It's been a while. I have definitely been procrastinating, but it's okay. We're getting this out relatively on schedule. The schedule's going to be kind of weird going forward because I will be going to Japan for a few weeks, more like a week and a half. But yeah, so once I get back, it'll be more regular, an episode every week. But until then, it's going to be a little weird. We might do one more of this before I go to Japan, and then there'll be a bit of a break. But today we have, on the left, Swordcraft playing against, looks like Dragoncraft on the right, and Swordcraft is starting out with the maid follower. Really good follower, in my opinion. Just because just being able to tutor anything is such a strong effect. And there are a lot of really good evolve target cards that have evolved that are search targets for the maid. Going to grab the Floral Flincer here, but I think the one that really impresses me the most is actually Lucifer. Lucifer is just such a good search target for the maid leader in the late game. I think it's definitely a very strong. It's probably one of like Swordcraft's defining, I think, strengths is that like the late game, the maid leader just being able to search out some really powerful bombs, which makes me feel like Sword shouldn't be playing like. So I think this is actually no amulet sword, based off the what I remember from that week and the Twitter post. But yeah, I just think like Sword has a lot of strengths in the late game where you don't really need to put yourself back in the mid game for amulet, when you can just in the late game do something like maid leader into Lucifer and just get a ton of like power on the board. I'm going to play the 3-drop, which searches for any Swordcraft follower here. Dragon player is going to finally commit to the first play of the game. So far, it's just been ramping. Finally commits to the 4/5 Dragon Guard, which immediately immediately countered with Onslaught. Crazy piece of removal by Sword. 3 mana, deal 5 damage, and put a night token into your EX area. Really good, just a form of removal, and definitely coming to play real strong here. Taking care of that Dragon Guard before the overflow activates, and swinging for a ton of early aggro damage with the Quick Blader as well. Second Dragon Guard here. Okay, hopefully that one is going to stick. It is still only a 4/5 though. I am pretty sure that I think Sword has an answer here. This is going to 5 mana. Sword definitely has a number of plays at 5 mana that could help answer this Dragon Guard. I just think that it's just crazy how there's just so much. There we go. There's one of them, Aurelia, with the Rush and Bane, I think, right? Or is it just a Sail actually? Oh no Bane. Yeah, just Rush and a Sail, and 6 health, which allows him to survive after the Dragon Guard. Okay, pretty good Shenlong draw here. Shenlong going to be able to regenerate a ton of health if Dragon player chooses to evolve, which I imagine you have to evolve here, right? If you don't evolve here, I think you're just super doomed unless you have like a good like 1 mana play. But yeah, you're going second. You have the evo points. Definitely evolve Shenlong, get that extra 5 health. Give yourself a little bit of breathing room here, and warding up with that Shenlong. The 5/6 body unfortunately is cleared by what is already on board here. So unless they can go for some kind of like a Dragon Warrior play to additionally kind of remove something, no, not going to be able to remove anything here. So just going to go up to 10 health and passing, I think with 1 mana floating actually. Yeah, so they should be at 7 mana here because they were 1 ahead, I think. Or no, I think they should be at 6 mana. So actually, I think that's, yeah, I think they're tapped out then. They're either tapped out or they have 1 mana, but I don't think 1 mana is doing much. And of course, the assassin. I think that is from the starter deck actually, if I am not mistaken. Yep, Tsubaki coming in choose one of two effects, either kill a follower on the board or get stormed. So wow, Dragon down to 1 HP against the onslaught of swords. Aggressive start, and I just don't feel like Dragon has a good way of getting out of this. The Aurelia is pretty low. I think has taken 4 damage from the Dragon Guard, which means that if Dragon does have like the AoE spell or any kind of AoE here that can deal 4 damage or more, they would be able to get out of this. But unfortunately only has Lucifer. I don't think Lucifer's enough. I think Lucifer just loses to what's currently on the board, right? There's just, yeah, okay, a second Tsubaki. Oh man, as if just insult to injury. All right, and that is going to be game 1, and just a really fast game, and yeah, just not really much that the Dragon player can do. Now, normally this would be the end of the video, but exciting news, we have started doing best of 3s for our Shadowverse weekly tournaments, because I mean best of 1 just is just so fast. I just talked it over with all the players, and everybody is pretty on board with running best of 3, especially in the current format where games do end pretty quickly. Obviously, if it's like Haven or some like of the other slower decks, then maybe they won't be able to play a full best of 3 in the 30 minutes, 30 plus 10 I think that we've allotted for the time. But if they're playing Abyss or Sword, you know, games go really quickly, so might as well get some more games in, right? And so I think, yeah, this was our first week of doing best of 3s, and it ran really smoothly without any problems. And, you know, more games means more games for you guys to see, right? That's just, we can talk a lot more about this kind of matchup. So definitely it seems like Dragon bricked a lot there. Wasn't really able to get a lot of playables, especially early game playables. Dragon does have a lot of good options, and that's kind of like the downside of Dragon right now, is that you're really dependent on what you draw with that opening hand. Don't have a lot of good card draw, especially early on. And so yeah, like especially if you don't open like stuff like Bellringer, Bellringer being able to cycle. Oh, this looks like a very strong start. Going to that turn 2 ramp, turn 1 Bellringer, turn 2 ramp, and Sword not playing anything turn 1, and turn 2 is going to do Maid Leader into Evo. Looking like they're gonna probably search out the floor fencer again, and then the evil Maid Leader will be able to run into the Bellringer, which I think you should run into the Bellringer here just to clear the body off the board, so that you'd be able to sail into something that's more powerful with some of your other units, and also just clear the way because you do need to attack face at some point. And so yeah, so probably searching out the floor fencer here. I can't really imagine any better search, especially going second. Floor fencer is quite powerful. Just like a lot of stats. It's just a ton of stats that you get onto the board for that Evo. I just think it's just really strong. And you get the rush, right, of the floor fencer as a 4/4. That's just like so good. Going for the second Dragon Oracle. I don't know if I like the second one. I think the first one is good. I think the second one seems kind of bad because, again, I brought this up last time in the last video when talking about Dragon, is that your hand advantage is really, really bad. Especially if you don't have draw Shenlong, which not everybody's playing at like very high copies. A lot of people playing 1 or 1 to 3, but mostly I would say 2 is pretty common. Oh, going for the Angelic Barrage. That's an interesting card to be playing, I think, for Dragon. Also really weird here because it doesn't actually prevent any damage. Just puts 1 on the Maid Leader and a bunch of the other stuff. Okay, as I was saying, I don't like the overflow here, or not the overflow, whatever, the Dragonic. I don't know these card names, man. If I don't play the deck, I don't know the name. I think it's Dragon Oracle, right, though? Yeah, I don't like that for ramp because, again, if you have Ayla or you have access to Ayla, she gives you the ramp, the increase of maximum play points, and you can save your Dragonic Oracles for the card draw in the late game when you are running out of hand advantage. And that's really important, I think. Okay, so going for the Shapeshifting Mage, not in overflow yet, so only a 2/2, but has the Bane and the Sail. Getting rid of the floor fencer, kind of stemming the aggression just a little bit. However, still dealing with some pretty annoying followers. 2/1 stats on the board. And see, this is again like Dragon only has 3 cards in hand, and that is not a lot of gas. That is not a lot of resources to be dealing with this sword player who's playing very very resource oriented, right? The main leader being able to search the forefencer, the forefencer being able to generate so many tokens and so many bodies, and now Otohime has been dropped, generating even more bodies onto the field. So unless Dragon has a way to really do some AoE here, it's gonna be a very difficult time for Dragon. But instead just plays Lucifer, passes, gains the 4 life, and wards up with the Lucifer. I think that's fine, but again, there's so many easy ways for Sword to clear. Not with 5 mana, unfortunately. It's 1 mana short of Tsubaki, but something like an Onslaught here would be crazy, because like Onslaught is 5 damage, and then you can run one of your 2/1s in, and that clears the Lucifer really comfortably. There is also just straight up enough power on board to clear the Lucifer. You will have to kill the Otohime, which is not where you want to be. So definitely looking to supplement some damage with damage from hand, ideally here. Onslaught is definitely like the really good option, but there's also some really good. I think Unbridled Fury is the other one. Yeah, select an enemy follower on the field, deal it X equals to the number of followers on your field. So play a unit. Oh, there we go. Unbridled Fury, deal 4 damage to the Lucifer. So now Lucifer is going to be easily cleared by a 2/1 and a 1/2, which I imagine is going to be what's gonna happen here. No, that is not what's gonna happen. What is that card? This is White General. So it is why would they go what? Huh? Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, okay, I see what's happening. So White General is a 5/3 with Rush and Strike. Strike, give another follow on your field +2, and they're doing this, so it's like a suboptimal trading pattern to get over to Lucifer, but they're doing it just so they can get that extra 2 damage in. Now, like generally speaking, you would normally do like White General, trade in for 5, and then play a 2, and then trade in a 2 to also get that power in. Oh, here we go, the Fafnir AoE coming in strong. This is what I was talking about. Like if you don't have the AoE, you're gonna be in a world of pain. But having the AoE here, though, definitely able to kind of swing it back a little bit. And that Otohime was not evolved, which was really sad here. So like I think I would have tried to potentially evolve the Otohime to get some more value, especially since the extra tokens just go. Oh, here's another Otohime though. That's pretty good. Going for the 1 token, and then still has a decent amount of gas in hand. But although you're now at the point though where you need to start trying to close out the game, because Dragon has a slew of ward options that are very difficult for Sword to deal with at this point in the game. And 9 damage is a lot. 9 damage is not a comfortable amount to get through. So we'll see. So they are going for the Otohime Evolve. Oh, that's such a beautiful foil. And getting 2 more of the Otohime tokens, and actually it's 3 more, I believe, right? But then I think they're just using one face down as a. They don't have the 4th Otohime token. Okay. They should just find one from the bulk. I'm pretty sure there's a ton in bulk. But yeah, okay. So warding up with all the Otohime tokens, the bodyguards. We'll see what Dragon. Oh, Path to Purgatory. Pathing. Oh, pathing to go down to 6 to clear the board. That's hilarious, actually. Oh, wait, that's actually so funny. Wait, pathing for this board. Wow. But going down to 6 is kind of risky because you have some pretty powerful storm effects on the sword, but going for Dragon Guard here. Dragon Guard going to be able to ward up and also get to that powerful 6/7 body with overflow, and Path of Purgatory going to wipe the entire board, Otohime and all her tokens. And now Sword is in a really difficult situation, staring down 13 on board for Dragon and having nothing currently available to kind of deal with this board. And the Dragon Guard having ward is just so huge because you can Tsubaki the Dragon Guard, but then you lose the powerful storm effect of Tsubaki being able to do that 5 damage to face, and yeah, this is looking kind of rough. Dragon basically manages to squeak by. I think that Path of Purgatory was really clutch. Dragon being basically up, yeah, 3 more cards than they would otherwise, or I guess 2 more cards than they otherwise would have been. Is huge. Is really huge because I was saying that Dragon was in a bit of a precarious situation with their card advantage, but definitely that Path coming in clutch, coming in to basically right all wrongs. What is that card? I've never seen. Oathless Knight. Oathless Knight. Oh, it's just the 1/1 summon a knight. Okay. Evolving to have a sail and become 3/1 in stats. So going in, okay, so 3 damage to the Dragon Guard, and then the onslaught to deal 5 more, clearing it and generating the knight token. And I imagine they would just be play the knight token here. I think they have enough mana, right? Yeah, just play the knight token. 2 damage on the board, which isn't a lot, but it's scary for Dragon here. They need to be able to put up a ward because 2 damage plus Tsubaki is lethal. But as long as they can continue to generate wards or they heal, like a Shenlong here would just absolutely be devastating. That's not either. That's a Zernitra. Well, Zernitra here is only like 3 mana for the entire package of Zernitra plus Dragon. So as long as they have a ward, oh, there comes the Shenlong. Does he have enough evo to evolve? I would definitely, like, I would not play the Shenlong if I couldn't evolve here. Okay, yeah, discarding Ayla, you don't need it. Oh, he does have enough to evolve. I'm pretty sure that seals the game. That's just game right here. There's no way Sword can come back from this. There's just no way. Sword doesn't have it in the tank. Like, Sword just does not have that much damage at this point. Sword is... This is kind of the weakness of Sword, and why a lot of people are rightfully kind of sleeping on Sword and not really respecting it, is because it definitely struggles in specifically these kinds of board states where it's not able to establish some kind of board presence early. It has a difficult time blowing through a bunch of wards and a bunch of bodies. It is pretty good at closing out games with some kind of established board because they have a bunch of really powerful late game options, but it's just not good at plowing through established boards. And I think a lot of decks right now are able to establish like pretty good boards, especially Dragon. I think Sword Dragon matchup is pretty bad for Sword in general. I think Sword Haven might also not be great. I think Sword has a decent, and I think Sword Fairy is also not good, just because Fairy has such an efficient way to remove board. But I do think Sword actually has a, I think that one of the better matchups is potentially into something like a D-Shift, where Sword's stats are like really weird for D-Shift. A lot of the removal doesn't line up neatly with Sword. I think Floral Fencer, like 100% just like makes D-Shift, you just give D-Shift a lot of trouble. Like it's like 4-2-1, which is like really awkward numbers, especially considering how early a Floral Fencer can hit the board in that matchup. Is just like really weird. Yeah, but yeah, so Sword is in an interesting spot. We do hope that future support will give Sword some more gas and some more options for the late game. Aurelia here is really good though. I think this is a card that a lot of people, I don't think I see this represented in a lot of decks. I do think Aurelia is kind of like the main reason why I would endorse a bannerless Sword build, is just because like the mana that you're wasting on banner turns and stuff like that is like and deck slots that you're wasting on banner turn is just like slots that could be for Aurelia. And Aurelia is really good against like the wide boards, right? Coming in, rush, assail, ward, 6-8 and aura against a board that has at least three strong is just really good. Oh, here comes the Forte. Is that lethal? That's just lethal, right? He can that's just lethal with Evo. He can Evo, right? Yeah, that's just lethal. Scoop it up, boys. We're going to game 3. Oh, let's go! I love game 3. Oh, this is so cool. Man, it's so exciting to be able to commentate a best of 3. Oh my goodness. You guys don't understand. I commentate Weiss all the time, and I'm just sitting here for like 40 minutes just talking about one game. And it's not bad. It's like telling a story, but like it does get tiring, dude. Like best of 3, play the silver scrapes in the background. Like I'm so excited. This could go anywhere. I feel like Dragon bricked game 1, and I think Sword bricked a little bit game 2, just not really able to establish like a decently strong board. And then I think Dragon did get a few lucky draws. I think the path was pretty good. I don't think it was necessary, but I think it was definitely very helpful. And yeah, just was able to establish faster than Sword was able to pump out the damage. I wonder how this game 3 is gonna go. It's gonna be really, really, really interesting. Yeah. Oh man, this is so cool. I think. Oh yeah, who's gonna go first? I think Sword wants to go second here in this matchup because that evo point is gonna be so huge. Yeah, being able to like turn 3 Floral Fencer evolve, I think is just insane, but we'll see. Oh, Sword opting to go first. Okay, so valuing the turn 1 play more, which I think is interesting. I actually don't think that's wrong either, because you can do something like turn 1 Mate Leader, and just Dragon just has no answer for that, right? So you can always just be able to evolve it on the next turn and stuff like that. But misses the 1 drop for Sword. All right, that's not a great look. Has to go for a 2 drop here. Okay, that's not the worst. We do play the Oathless Knight, get a Knight token. Represents 2 stats on the board. Unable to evolve this turn, but we'll be able to evolve the following turn. So potentially pretty good. You could do like an evolve into like a Quick Blader. That would be 3 damage to face. Any other kind of rush or a way to get rid of the Bell Ringer would be good here. Okay. Interesting. I think this is an interesting line. Going straight for the Shapeshifting Mage Evo to get the Assail here specifically, and to attack into the Oathless Knight, preventing that early aggression, but leaving himself open to the but the Bell Ringer actually. Wait, this is kind of interesting. Okay, so no, and then there's no answer for the Bell Ringer from Sword's side. Okay, so goes basically unpunished. That Bell Ringer coming in very clutch to protect the Shapeshifting Mage. And then yeah, just not able to actually punch through. I like this play. I like this play a lot. It's pretty risky, I think, because of the situation. But like if they had any kind of rush or something, this would have backfired tremendously, because then you have traded pretty poorly with that Shapeshifting Mage. But now Shapeshifting Mage basically gets to do double duty here. If they want, they can clear this 3-2 with a Shapeshifting Mage. Oh no, that's Dragon Warrior. Oh, this is such a good start for Dragon. All the early game cards. I think Dragon definitely wants to draw more early game, or not draw more, or play more early game cards like this. I think this is just like, I think this is where Dragon is at its comfort zone, when they can drop stuff like Dragon Warrior, drop the Shapeshifting Mages early, and be able to like stem the early aggression that other decks like Abyss and Sword would be able to pull out. And because the Dragon's late game is all but assured, right? Like Forte, Lucifer, all that stuff is just gonna make your late game super good. You don't really need better late game. You just need make sure you don't lose by the time your deck gets good. So so this is kind of an interesting situation for Dragon. I think Dragon's chill here. They're so chill. They've taken no damage. They have pretty good threats on the board. I think the play here for Dragon is you don't attack with Shapeshifting Mage, because you don't have anything that you need to attack, right? There's no reason to open yourself up. Oh no, why would you? No, there's no reason. No, there's no reason to attack here. What? They can't kill the Shapeshifting Mage. Oh no. Why would you attack? The ninja doesn't do anything. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll see if this backfires for Dragon or not, but I really don't think that attack was necessary. If you think about Sword has really no way to deal 1 damage to like anything reasonably, right? So that shape-changing mage is going to be eating a ton of value by just staying alive, because then Sword is afraid to you know, establish something like the Aurelia or establish something big, because you could just answer it with a shape-changing mage. And right now, yeah, we have the, like, for example here, I mean, this is not bad because Ayla will be able to attack into the Viking at least and just be able to trade that 3 damage off the board, which I assume, yeah, is going to happen right now, and get that extra maximum play point. But yeah, Shapeshifting Mage here would have been... there's just no reason for the Shapeshifting Mage to not be on the board. Okay, Forte, just going aggressive here. I don't know if I like this. I would... I mean, their hand might not be great, but like, yeah, establishing Forte at this point seems kind of unnecessary. Like, you could just always save Forte for the... oh, never mind, they have another Forte in hand. Okay. Alright, their hand's actually very bad then. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. But no, there has to be better plays here than just Forte. Because Forte is just going to be... you know, they're just going to... like board answers Forte right now, which is like not where you want to be. Also, anything that evolves and can just like rush in. So like Floral Fencer here is like a pretty good play. You just like Floral Fencer and then do stuff. Oh, what is that? What card is that? I don't recognize that card. Sage Commander? Fanfare, give each follower on your board +1/+1. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Wait, what happened to the knight? Oh, I guess. Wait. Huh? I'm so confused. Wasn't there like a 2/2 there? Did it just die or something? Oh wait, the 2/2 traded. Ah, I see. Okay, the 2/2 traded into the Forte. They were lagging a bit. Okay, the 2/2 traded into the Forte because it was a 3/3, and then the Knight goes in for 2. Okay, that's fine. And then the Sage Commander is 5/5, which is pretty big. And so with no Fafnir, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. I mean, I think that's like you can Dragon Guard here or something like that. But like this is a great example of like you should have just Dragon Guard the previous turn. Like why play the Forte? You didn't need to do the Forte. There's no reason to have played the Forte until you're in a situation where you're really able to go for game. Path? There's this guy's playing 2 path. I see a path in hand and he just played a path. Playing a path in this kind of board state is so risky. How are you gonna kill the commander? How are you gonna kill the commander? Well, I don't know about path here. I think you should try to establish board first, right? Like play Dragon Guard. Don't open yourself up. Like, oh man, this is so risky. Okay, Dragon Guard's coming down here for sure, though, right? Pass? Huh? Wait, Tsubaki's lethal. Oh, I mean, if they're holding up counter magic, maybe? Tsubaki is lethal, though. They just go face. They just go face with everything here. Like, what can they do? No conflict. Okay, so Serpent Wrath is 5, right? That's 3. I mean, they just attack. They should just attack with I mean, just attack with Sage Commander first, and then just see what happens. But like, Tsubaki Storm is lethal here, right? Blazing Breath deals 4. Serpent Wrath deals 5. What other counter magic could they have up here? Oh, this is so weird. This is so weird. That's the only counter magic they have, right? I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know about this. Alright, Commander going. Oh, execute. Okay. That takes 4. Still 4 damage on the board. I mean, just attack with the Knights, right? I think you just attack with Knights. Like, you can think here, obviously. Like, thinking is not bad, but just attack in and then think afterwards, right? So attack in 2/2, attack in with the other Knight. Oh, interesting. Okay. I like this. Going for the Forge Weaponry to get that +1/+1 and the draw. So yeah, I don't dislike that at all. Forge Weaponry is quick too. That's kind of funny. All right, going in for the 3 damage, putting them down to 8. Interesting. Okay. So at this point, I think you do not want to hit them to... Okay, Aurelia to ward here and just pass. Interesting. Okay, just playing the Aurelia down as a body. I don't know if I like that. I feel like you want to save Aurelia for later game states, but yeah, it's just a ward. It's not bad as a ward. I mean, like, this loses the Fafnir, right? Kind of. Well, I guess Aurelia still stays alive into Fafnir, which is not bad. Dang, why is Aurelia 4-6? That's so big. Her butt's so big. But yeah, okay, we'll see how Dragon responds here. I think Dragon was in such a winning position, and now they're in such a not winning position. I just really understand how this really happened. I feel like there's just like a series of plays, like the Forte turn just definitely felt like a misstep, right? Because you're such a good position there, right? You have the, yeah, your like sword is not very set up. It's like a perfect time to just set up some defense and just make sure that that sword can't get to where they are right now. But like just a few turns of like giving sword some breathing room was just like so rough. Cause like Forte is just not good for board. Oh man, you don't want to play Forte too early, especially not against something like sword, right? You can Forte against stuff like D shift because they can't do shit about the Forte, but against sword when they already have a board, like Forte is just that's not the play. That's not the play, man. Okay, so Dragon Warrior evolve here. Probably just going to, I mean, this is a little weird. Yeah, it's a little weird. Okay, so going to blast Aurelia and trade into the Aurelia. 5/5 Dragon gonna rush into the 3/2. Okay. Alright, so untapping here with 2 damage on board for sword. Tsubaki by herself is not lethal, but Tsubaki plus Forge is lethal. Or Tsubaki Quickblader is lethal. And I believe Dragon is tapped out here, right? So 3... It's counting mana is always really hard if they don't have their mana on the screen, because like especially for Dragon, because they get all that ramp. So I think they have like +1 ramp here. So, and they went second, right? So they should have been at 8 the previous turn, I think. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yeah, they should have been 8. So 3 plus 3, they have evo points. I don't know if they evoed with Dragon Warrior, they use an evo point or not. They're either floating with 1 or 2 here. I mean, either way, they only have enough for like Blazing Breath if they yeah, because there's no like 2 mana counter magic, so it's just Blazing Breath. So they're representing Blazing Breath and I guess Angelic Barrage, which was an option before. Okay, sword player, just attack with the knight. Just attack with the knight, and then you can think about what happens after the attack. But you should attack with the knight. You know, if Blazing Breath is an option here, you should just like bait out the Blazing Breath right now. You know, just attack with the knight. I think Shadowverse is one of those games, and I kind of hate how transparent it is right now. But like, you basically, if you're playing aggro, every time you start your turn, you always just attack with whatever dudes you have, because like there's really no reason to like do anything else at this current stage of the game, because like counter magic that can wipe board and stuff like that is like really annoying to deal with. So like, you just always want to attack with the stuff you have right now, so that especially against like matchups like D shift where they have the barrages and like especially like the fire chain that can hit 2 targets. You just want to attack with the stuff you have right now to force them to like waste their multi-target removal, and then you can like develop a big board afterwards once they've already wasted a lot of that stuff, right? So yeah, I mean, it's not the same with Dragon because they have single target removal, but you should always just attack first. You attack, you make them make the hard decision, and then you do stuff afterwards. So not attacking first, I don't know why. I really don't know why. Wait, is it 3 cards on field? Wait, there's no shot. It's 3 cards? 3 cards! Wait, it counts the path? Oh shoot, she's 6'8". Holy! Wait, I didn't realize it counts path. Yeah, select an enemy leader if there are at least 3 cards on their field. The path to purgatory is a card. It's not a follower, but it is a card. Aurelia is going to be a monstrous 6-8. Well, I guess 6-5 now. Okay. And going Unbridled Fury. Okay, so this is a reason to not attack immediately, I guess. Not giving your opponent a quick timing. Well, I mean, he attacked already with Aurelia, but like for the Unbridled Fury to be able to deal 3 damage to that Dragon Warrior. But now you're just attacking with the Knight, right? I mean, yeah, right. Attacking with the Knight. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Attack with the Knight. Hello. Attack with the Knight. Huh? Oh, so not to attack into the path, I guess. But like you lose the Fafnir here. Oh yeah, I guess it's like an awkward number because like you lose the Fafnir. I was just thinking you attack him with Knight, and then like and then you like Tsubaki and do some stuff after that. But like, okay, this makes sense. If they don't have good counter magic for, like, I was thinking like if you have onslaught here, like you attack with a Knight, you onslaught something, and then like you're being chilling. But okay, this makes sense. This makes sense considering that the sword only has like 2 cards in hand, and they're probably not great. So Dragon here just is kind of in an awkward situation. Okay, gonna Dragon Guard. That's a 6-7, a big dude. But Aurelia is also big girl, so this is gonna be interesting. No Fafnir here. Fafnir would basically win the game, right? Fafnir here is actually just straight up winning. How do you beat Fafnir as sword in this situation? Fafnir clears the entire board. Okay, but Dragon Guard Shenlong seems pretty good. They are at 9 mana, so they cannot evolve the Shenlong here, but they will double ward. And that is like 12 effective defense. Pretty difficult, even with Tsubaki, I think, here. So how is Sword gonna do this? Yeah, 12 defense. That's a lot of power needed. All right, Tsubaki is going to come down, it seems. Okay, Tsubaki is coming down, popping the Dragon Guard. Pretty good. Pretty value, 7 damage. Onslaught for the Shenlong. Is that lethal? That's lethal. Oh, crazy. Holy shit. Wow, 9 mana exactly too. What a play. Wait, that was so clean. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. What? Oh, the presence of mind to save for that is so, wow. Wow, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. That was so cool. Yeah, Fafnir would have just totally wrecked the sword board. And just, wow, the presence of mind to wait for the Tsubaki Onslaught combo. Dude, Onslaught's cracked. Dude, if you're not running Onslaught in your sword deck, what are you doing? That card is so cracked. It's also good in banner decks because the banner makes the Knight token even better. But wow. What a good game. What a good best of 3. That was some good Shadowverse, guys. Whoa, that was so fun. So fun to commentate. I think definitely unfavored for Sword, but like Sword just really pulling out all the stops, playing really well around outs, around their kind of limits and stuff like that. Oh, that was so much fun. Wow. I hope you guys enjoyed that and got to pick up some key tips and key findings from this matchup. I mean, I think Dragon, you're in a place where you just need to make sure you don't lose. Don't put yourself in a situation where you're going to lose early fortes. Just not setting. Just play for the board, play for the setup, and once you're in a comfortable situation, then you just slam down the fortes and just win the game, right? You just don't need to develop forte too early. There's no point. There's no point when they can just answer the forte. Yeah, at least like have a ward to protect your forte. Like Bellringer forte, that's pretty good, right? But just forte on her own, and just literally anything that rushes will just kill her, right? Oh wow, so fun. Oh, so cool. I really like doing this. Hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any thoughts, feedbacks, and ideas for other kinds of Shadowverse content. I am definitely invested into this game and making content for it. But yeah, just let me know. I'll also spend my Japanese vacation trip brainstorming as well, and we'll see what we come up with. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.